Welcome to Match Fishing Masterclass. You join me here today in my tackle room, which feels like an absolute lifetime since we've been in here. Today we're going to talk about elastic selection and how to choose the right elastic for you. The tackle shops these days are getting busier and busier with products on the walls from different manufacturers, and what I want to talk you through today is just a few things that will help you select the elastic that best suits you. So the first thing is, what are elastics made of? So there's two different substances that make up elastic. The first one is natural latex, the second one is synthetic rubber. So natural latex, where does this come from? It's a natural product, as it says in the name, natural latex. It comes from rubber trees, and this is why this elastic works best through the winter. Well, all year round really, because it's a natural product. It's evolved to work in all kinds of different weathers. The natural latex itself, I only use two elastics that are made of natural latex. The first one is the original slip from Preston Innovations. I use this from number 2s up to number 6s, so for my silverfish fishing basically. Anything from tiny little roach up to like skimmers, £1, £2, and then after that I don't tend to use it. So that's the natural solid elastic I use. The next one, which is I believe the only product on the market that is made of natural latex, and that's a hollow. That's from Vespi, and as far as I'm aware, this is the only company that do a natural latex hollow. So the pros behind natural latex is, in the winter, as I just said, they still work. With a synthetic elastic, the material that makes up the elastic isn't designed to work all year round, or it will work but not to its best ability, whereas natural latex will. So if you're looking for an elastic for the winter, stick with natural latex and you won't go wrong really. So either the Preston or the Vespi stuff. That's the natural latex elastics. Next, what I want to talk about is synthetic elastics. Synthetic elastic come about in 1959, so it's quite a new material still. However, in the fishing world, it's really popular, especially in the summer for carp fishing. The two I'm going to talk about today, the first one is the Preston Hollow, and then the next one is the Matrix Slick. So two elastics made of totally different, they're made of the same material but they work totally differently. So the first one is the hollow we're going to talk about. This is really good in the summer. The reason for this is synthetic rubber was made to be robust. So in the summer, when the UV rays are out, the sun's shining, natural latex doesn't tend to like it. It will perish quicker than a synthetic will. What are the cons behind this? Well, it's quite expensive, being around £10 to £15 for 3 meters. So that's one top kit. So if you're doing 10 top kits, it's going to cost you a lot of money really. Have you ever heard of the term, it's soft on the strike but powers up? Well, that is where your natural latex is coming. So natural latex, it's made of a compound that fights against each other. So when it does stretch, it's trying to retract all the time, and that's what's good about your natural latex. Synthetics don't actually do this. So when people say it's soft on the strike and powers up, unless they're using a natural latex, then they're actually waffling. It might feel to them like it's powering up, but it actually doesn't. As it stretches, it goes and goes and goes until it practically bottoms out. And then what's going to happen is the fish is either going to turn round and start swimming back, where the elastic will then retract, or the elastic will snap. So that's the two things that are going to happen with synthetic, whereas natural latex, it won't. It'll just keep fighting against the fish, basically. And that's another good thing about natural latex. The slick, however, this is a synthetic elastic, but it's not got that hollow core, so it's a solid elastic. The good thing about this is it really does stretch a lot, really, compared to the natural latexes. Another good thing is it's not going to perish in that hot weather. So when UV rays come down onto the elastic, because we're all, what's the word I'm looking for? We're all guilty of putting our hook on the bottom of the top kit when we're not using the rig and putting it down. But when that warm UV ray hits the elastic, it perishes the elastic. That's what's good about this slick. It's cheaper than your normal hollows, whereas it's £8 for 3 meters. Your normal hollows are £10 to 15, so it's quite a lot cheaper, but will do the same performance, if not better. So that's the two synthetics that I use. As you all know, watch my videos, I'm not sponsored by any companies. I'm not here to plug products, and I'm not going to tell you use a certain product. I'm just doing this video to basically bust a few myths with synthetic elastics and just try and educate people on the different kinds of materials that these elastics are made up of. Just go out, have a look in the tackle shops. With this information that I've given you, have a look on the shelves. A lot of people who actually work in the tackle shops won't actually know the difference between the two elastics. But go in there with this information, have a look at the elastics and pick which one's best for you, basically. Have a go with that. Don't go and bulk buy loads of elastics. Buy maybe one elastic, try it. If you don't like it, swap and try a different one. But my personal recommendation would be stick with these 4 elastics that I've shown you today, and you won't go wrong. One last tip I can give you is when you're fishing in the summer for them margin fish, this elastic is absolutely brilliant, because it does give you that soft on the strike and powers up because of what it's made of, the material. So go out, get yourself some elastic and get trying them out. Cheers for watching. See you next time.